Do you think you are beautiful and why?
Oh, that's a tough question for me. Now let's talk about Filipino beauty standards, which I think is ridiculous. It's like you're considered really beautiful, very pretty, if you have a fair skin tone.
Even the thing where it's like light-skinned Filipinos and dark-skinned Filipinos, and what a lot of people don't realize is that, like, especially in the Philippines, beauty is more so seen toward the light-skinned Filipinos.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is your host Passport Nomad. Today, before I get started with today's content, could you please at this time hit subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell just in case you need to keep up with all my newest content.
Now let's talk about Filipino beauty standards, which I think is ridiculous. It's like you're considered really beautiful, very pretty, if you have a fair skin tone. Yes, fair skin tone, not tan. That's why it's only in the Philippines where you see all the girls use whitening products to make themselves white or fair. And me being Filipina, tan Filipina, growing up, I feel so insecure about my skin tone because I don't have fair skin. I have a natural tan skin. It's only when I came here in the United States where I really appreciate my tan skin, because the ladies here in the United States, they want to have tan skin. Well, luckily, I have a natural skin tone, so I don't need a tan.
Yes, so from looking at the picture here, you see the girl, she's a very beautiful Filipina. There's absolutely nothing wrong with her skin tone. She is perfect just the way she is. Tan is beautiful as well. But yes, today's content we're going into is a common topic here in the Philippines over skin tone. Some people may say it's about colorism, but really it has a lot to do with the history of the Philippines, colonialization, and just basically European standards that stuck with the generations here, so to say. But I'm going to have a discussion about the history of that and how it affected the Philippines and how it represented in the culture here in the society. You can see it depending on people, how their status are. Higher status Filipinos are most likely lighter skin or white skin, and the darker skin ones are of usually another class. But we're going to get into this, and I'd like to hear your comments and your opinions. Just leave it in the comment section, please, and let's be respectful and let's have a discussion about this. Moving on to the next video.
There's even a thing where it's like light-skinned Filipinos and dark-skinned Filipinos, and what a lot of people don't realize is that, like, especially in the Philippines, beauty is more so seen toward the light-skinned Filipinos.
Yeah. Funny enough, I actually tried to do this pageant 3 years prior. So it was something that was like brought to me, like, oh, you should join a pageant because like I'm tall, all that, you know, like the criteria that they have.
I'm tall. Yeah, because the average Filipino woman had like 5 foot.
Exactly. It was one of those things like, hey, yeah, I'll try it out and everything. And they're like, yeah, like you just have to like, if you get lighter, like you just get like a little lighter. And I'm like, huh? Like they literally do like glutathione shots in the Philippines, like or like the soap, like whitening soaps.
Yeah, because I've heard like the whitening soap and the whitening lotion. I didn't realize there's actually things where you can inject in your body,
or like it's like an IV.
And as you can see, this was discussed on a podcast, and the question was, why are Filipino beauty standards like this? And the young lady, beautiful lady there, she said that when she was, running for the pageant, and they suggested that she become a model and run for the Philippines for the beauty pageant, they said that she met the height requirement and everything like that because she's taller than the average Filipino is. And but they also suggested that she should be lighter, be lighter, and she made that face. You saw it. She made that face like, "What do you mean, be lighter?" And they were suggesting for her to use lightening skin creams to lighten her skin tone to make herself appear more attractive, more beautiful. And this is, this has been going on actually for generations. For what I've been hearing, parents usually want their kids to be lighter skin tone. My question is to you in the comments, if you're a Filipina, have you had this experience with family growing up? And if you do, please share your experience in the comments. Let's all keep it respectful, as I usually say. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. And where do you think this is all going? Do you think they're moving away from this old way of thinking, or is this still going on, and it's going on strongly within the Filipino community? Just like to hear your thoughts and find out what it is. So let me know. Next video.
Do you think you are beautiful and why?
Oh, that's a tough question for me. But yes, I do think I'm beautiful because believe that beauty isn't just on the outside, it's from the inside. You know, the principles you have in life, your beliefs is what makes you you. And I believe that I am confidently beautiful, yes.
We can clearly see your confidence, and yes, you are very, very beautiful. Okay.
Thank you.
And there it is right there, ladies and gentlemen. This girl right here, this young lady, beautiful young lady at that, her personality alone says volumes. He asked her the question, do you think you're beautiful? Do you think you're pretty? And the first thing, before she even said, oh, I'm a 10 or anything like that, no, she said, well, I don't know. That's a tough question. She was being very humble about it. You can see it in her voice. That alone is just beautiful right there. She doesn't think she's all that, but she does says, yes, I do think I'm pretty, all this and that. But it's not about what's on the outside. It's about what's on the inside of a person that defines their real beauty. Like they said, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Doesn't matter your skin tone. It's more about the content of your character and your personality. That's what's really that's the one you keep in life, basically. Filipino beauty standards are deeply rooted in the Filipino complex history, shaped by centuries of cultural intermingling, colonial rule, and modern globalization. These standards have evolved from indigenous ideas to colonial imposed aesthetics. And today, they continue to be challenged and refined by Filipinas reclaiming their own narratives. Before Spanish colonization, pre-colonial Filipinos valued features that were deeply connected to nature and practicality. Clear skin, dark brown complexions, long black hair, and healthy bodies were considered signs of vitality, fertility, and strength. Tattoos called batok in many indigenous communities were common and symbolized accomplishments, social status, and spiritual protection. Both men and women practiced body adornment, wore intricate gold jewelry, and engaged in body modifications like teeth blackening or filing, which were seen as signs of refinement and high status. Beauty was holistic, connected to spirituality, strength, and one's role in the community. The arrival of the Spanish in the 16th century marked a major shift. Colonial rule introduced Eurocentric beauty standards that prized light skin, slender noses, and delicate features. These ideas were institutionalized through religion, education, and media, and darker skinned indigenous Filipinos were often depicted as uncivilized. This legacy continued into the American colonial period, which added Hollywood glamour and American consumerism to the mix. Beauty pageants became popular, emphasizing tall stature, mestiza or mixed race features, and the command of English language as ideals of modern Filipino beauty. One of the most enduring impacts has been colorism, the preference for lighter skin, skin whitening products or multi-billion peso industries in the Philippines, and celebrities, public figures with mestiza or East Asian features often dominate media representation. In the contemporary era, social media, K-pop culture, and global beauty standards continue to shape Filipinos' beauty ideas. Glass skin, slim bodies, and defined jawlines are now part of an aspirational image presented in both mainstream and digital platforms. However, this global influence can be a double-edged sword. While it broadens the pool of beauty archetypes, it also excludes more indigenous and diverse features. Still, some progress has been made. Recent years have seen a growing appreciation for morena, brown skinned beauty, natural hair textures, and indigenous heritage. Social media influencers, artists, and grassroots movements are pushing back against rigid standards by promoting body positivity, natural skin tones, and ancestral pride. There is noticeably a resurgence in honoring indigenous beauty, especially among the youth communities. Campaigns that challenge whitening products, celebrate curly and kinky hair, and uplift indigenous clothing and tattoos are all signs of resistance against the homogenization of Filipino identity. Moreover, beauty is increasingly being linked to self love, heritage, and agency. Both beautiful is not just about how a Filipino looks, but how she carries her history, her voice, and her purpose. My conclusion is Filipino beauty standards are not static. They are reflective of a country's layered past and evolving present. While colonial and global pressures still influence perceptions, a powerful movement is underway to redefine beauty on Filipino terms. It is reclamation of ancestral pride, diversity, and self determination, a beauty that reflects the strength and spirit of the Filipino people. That's all I have for today. If you have any thoughts or opinions, please leave your thoughts in the comment, your experiences, if you've been through this as a Filipino, as far as work, as far as family, as far as status, how much of all this is true. Please, I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments. And also to foreigners as well, please let me hear everything you got to say. Until then, thanks for watching my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And hit the notification bell to keep up with all my newest content. Until then, or next time, this is Passport Nomad saying, have a nice day.